My grandfather came from the city of Kishinev, or near the city of Kishinev. Kishinev is today the capital of the country of Moldova. At the time my grandfather lived there, which was the late 1800s, until 1905 when he came over to the United States. Kishinev was also a capital, but the capital of the westernmost province of Russia. Kishinev was in Russia, and it was the capital of what was called Bessarabia. And when my grandfather came over here, he brought with him the customs of the Jews of that community, the community of Kishinev and the area around Kishinev, and that included the way that Hebrew and Yiddish were pronounced, as well as the tunes to which various Jewish songs were sung. And when I was a kid, we kids, myself, my sister, all my cousins, every year, every Passover, were treated to a display of those accents and those tunes. My grandfather always led the seder. And I want to try to reproduce as closely as I can, as nearly as I remember, some of his pronunciations and some of the tunes that he used in the seder. So one of the most noticeable things about the way my grandfather pronounced Yiddish and Hebrew was that very often the sound oo became e. So, and there was I guess some rule for when you did that. I don't know if it happened all the time. But in any case, in the seder, during the seder, the word that we know as dayenu became dayeni. And any tune that we knew to which you could sing dayenu, like ilu hoti hoti anu mi mitzrayim, hoti anu mi mitzrayim dayenu. That's a tune almost everybody knows. That went out the window. That's not how my grandfather did it. He did it in just a kind of tuneless chant that went like this. Ilu hotzianu mi mitzrayim v'lo asavahem shvatim dayeni. Ilu asavahem shvatim v'lo asav Elohehem dayeni. And on throughout the whole, what we thought of as a song, we had thought of as a song. The things we learned in Hebrew school, the tunes and the pronunciations, that's not the way my grandfather did things. Now the songs at the end of the Seder, let's look at those. So the first song is a song that's only sung on the first Seder night, and that's the song that many verses, and it has the refrain, Vayehi bachsi halayla. And when my grandfather said Vayehi bachsi halayla, it was Vayehi bachsi halaylu. So if he lost the oo sound in dayenu, he got it back in the word lila. And this is how he would sing or chant the song whose refrain was Vayehi bachsi halayla. And again, it was just really a kind of straight ahead chant with that refrain line at the end of each verse. Az rov nisim hiflesa balaylu barosh ashmores ze halaylu ger tzedek nitzachto kenechelak lo laylu vayehi bachsi halaylu. So really the only melody in there was that last line, Vayehi bachsi halaylu. Now that song you only sing on the first Seder night. On the second Seder night, there are other verses you sing, and there the refrain is Va'amartem zevach Pesach. And my grandfather chanted those with the same melody. So it was Va'amartem zevach Pesach, not Pesach, Pesach. That's how he did that. The song Hilo Na'eh, It went like this. Kilo na kilo ya adir bim lechi bim. I'm sorry. Adir bim lechu bacher kalachu gedud of yomru lo lech kilo. Ulachu lech kilachu lech aflachu lech Adonai hamamlachu kilo na kilo ya Dagu bimlachu, hadur kachlachu, atika vyomrulo, lechu lechu, lech kilachu, lech aflachu, lech Adonai hamamlachu, kilo na kilo ya and on it would go through all the verses. Let's look at Echad Miyodea. It went like this. I'll do a couple of verses. Echad miyodea, echad ani yodea, echad Eloheinu, sheba shamayim u'va'aretz. Shnayim miyodea, shnayim ani yodea, shnei luchos habris, echad Eloheinu, sheba shamayim u'va'aretz. Shlosha miyodea, shlosha ani yodea, shlosha avos, shnei luchos habris, Echad Eloheinu, Shabbat Shamayim U'Va'aretz. And finally we have Chad Gadya, and it was Chad Gadyu for my grandfather. And it went like this. Chad Gadyu, Dezavin Abba Bisrei Zize, Chad Gadyu, V'asa Shunra, V'achal Gadya, the Zavin Abba Bisrei Zize, Chad Gadyu, V'asa Chalba, V'nashal Shunra, the Achal Gadya, the Zavin Abba Bisrei Zize, Chad Gadyu. Well, if your grandfather came from Kishinev, maybe that will remind you of some of the seder tunes and pronunciations of your youth. Either way, thank you for listening. And as my grandfather would say, sei gesund.